report was encumbered by the need to strike a balance, and that this might have, veered you off the reality on the ground.
That the federal government cannot extend the regional government's terms in this quite unilateral manner without any kind of formal consultation with the regional governments is also a valid point. I think it's important not to see these things in zero-sum terms.
It's interesting to note that the federal authorities picked that recommendation and said that Tigray should hold another election together with the rest of the country.
You're suggesting that they were led by the crisis group report. I mean, that could be a question of correlation, not causation. The recent arrest of a number of opposition political leaders, the Oromo nationalist bloc, also from polar opposite parts of the Ethiopian political spectrum, are a major obstacle to an inclusive national dialogue.
It is unthinkable to go to Addis and sit for dialogue while the Eritrean government has its security forces all over the country, including in Addis Ababa, the capital.
There is a very serious political disagreement between the federal government and Tigray's government. I think there's an argument to be made that that is the most serious and potentially consequential of the specific disputes, but it is far from the only political challenge and violent political episode that the country has experienced or is facing. Of course, it was a very unilateral decision, simply to extend all government's terms with no formal role for the opposition, and that really has contributed significantly to the political challenges that Ethiopia now faces. So they feel that the federal government is effectively pushing Tigray out of the federation if that measure occurs. This would be a very, very serious and grave political development, and therefore, it must be avoided in the interests of establishing some form of dialogue.
Distracted from the uninteresting times of peace, tranquility, and development.
The interesting ones and hard times have arrived.
With ripple effects going far and wide.
Get the perspective.
From where events are fast unfolding. From where history is being made. From where it has always been made.
Understand the values upon which mutual benefits and success depends. Have the foresight. Get it from those who walk the talk.
From Mekelle Foresight, only on Tigray television.